Bioperk, explore life one marvel at a time.
Welcome to New York City. The city that never sleeps, the metropolis of bright lights, endless energy, and people from every corner of the world. Known for its iconic landmarks like the Statue of Liberty, Central Park, and Times Square. New York is a place where dreams are made. Yet, hidden beneath this vibrant exterior is a population as iconic as the skyscrapers and yellow cabs, the rats. Yes, rats. They're not just a nuisance, they're the true underworld inhabitants of the city, scurrying through the same streets and alleys, practically at our heels. While New York streets might be bustling with human activity, the hidden highways of rats are equally busy, teeming with their own secretive, relentless movement. For every person walking the sidewalk, there are an estimated 10 rats. Picture that. For every tourist, every subway passenger, every late-night diner, there are 10 sets of beady eyes watching from the shadows, darting across dark alleys or racing below ground. Some say you can't take 9 steps in this city without a rat crossing your path. They own New York as much as we do, slipping through the cracks of our everyday lives, hiding in the nooks and crannies of the subway system, and making themselves right at home in our favorite neighborhoods. It's their city as much as ours. Rats are incredibly resourceful. These creatures have survived for centuries, evolving alongside humans, adapting to our skyscrapers and subways just as easily as they once adapted to open fields. They're master navigators of the sewers, silent runners of the alleyways, and expert scavengers of every garbage can from Harlem to Wall Street. And here's a secret: where there's food, there's a rat close by, ready to feast. In New York, the endless buffet of leftovers and trash means an unlimited rat paradise. From gourmet scraps behind 5-star restaurants to a slice of pepperoni from last night's pizza, it's all on the menu. If that's not enough, rats aren't just clever, they're practically fireproof. Studies show that 1 in every 4 unexplained fires in the city is likely started by a rat chewing on electrical wires. Imagine that, these tiny creatures, with their insatiable teeth, unknowingly setting off a chain of events that could shut down an entire building. And it's not just our infrastructure that rats are after, they're social masterminds. They organize into complex communities, even setting up their own territories and hierarchies. The city's rat gangs roam the streets together, forming alliances and boundaries in ways that would impress even the most seasoned New Yorker. What's more, rats are loyal. They stick by their families, help each other out, and share food. Scientists have even observed rats feeling empathy, yes, empathy, toward other rats in distress. If one of their own is trapped, they'll come to the rescue, showing a solidarity that might surprise us. Next time you take those 9 steps, remember that you're sharing the journey with a fellow New Yorker. This companion has been here long before you arrived and will likely remain long after you've moved on. Embrace the shared history and the continuity of life in this vibrant city. And just when you think you've outsmarted them, they find another way in. Blocking one entry doesn't slow them down, they chew through, dig under, or simply find another weak spot to exploit. Rats are relentless, determined, and undeniably resilient, qualities that, ironically, mirror the spirit of New York City itself. Yet, these creatures of the night have a darker reputation. The Black Plague? That's right, the bubonic plague of the 14th century spread through the fleas that traveled on rats. So yes, they've been a part of history's darkest moments. And despite all our progress, modern New York still hasn't managed to rid itself of these ancient survivors. In fact, rats are one of the few creatures capable of outlasting us. They can go days without water, survive on the tiniest crumbs, and reproduce at an alarming rate. A single pair of rats can produce up to 2,000 descendants in 1 year. So while we're busy going about our daily lives, the rats are quietly multiplying. In the 1970s, the city invested millions in rat control, employing every method imaginable: traps, poisons, and more. However, rats proved to be formidable adversaries, quickly adapting to these efforts. Today, New York continues to grapple with its rat population, but history suggests that these resilient creatures will always find a way to survive. Think of them as a hidden empire, one that's evolved alongside ours. An empire that survives on the scraps we leave behind, one that exists beneath the bustling surface of New York, just as alive as the people above. While we build, tear down, and rebuild our world, they persist, adapting to every new construction, every new block, every innovation. And here's where it gets philosophical. What do the rats of New York teach us about survival? About resilience? In many ways, they embody the true spirit of the city. They're scrappy, adaptable, and unstoppable. They may not be invited, but they've claimed their place in New York's story, and they're here to stay. They scurry, they chew, they multiply, and yet, they're still here, lurking in the places we least expect, forever tied to the heartbeat of the city. Love them or hate them, they're part of the urban ecosystem that makes New York what it is: vibrant, relentless, a place of constant movement and hidden lives. So next time you're walking through the city, pause for a second. Listen. Because somewhere out there, just a few feet away, there's a little creature watching you. A creature that's been here as long as the city itself. One that will probably outlast us all. And while they may not be part of New York's glitz and glamour, rats are undeniably part of its grit. They're survivors. Uninvited, yes. But they are, in every way, part of the city's relentless pulse, reminding us of the hidden, tenacious life that thrives just beneath our feet. If you're as fascinated by New York's hidden inhabitants as we are, give us a like, share with a fellow urban explorer, and subscribe to BioPerk. Let's dive into the unseen stories that make this city, and every city, a place of marvel and mystery. Together, we can uncover the secrets that lie beneath the surface and celebrate the wonders of urban life. So, next time you find yourself in Times Square, Central Park, or even in the most luxurious high-rise, remember, those hidden inhabitants are never far away. Statistics say there's almost always a rat within 5 feet of you. Yes, right now. Maybe even closer. Embrace the reality of urban life, where we share our space with these resilient creatures.